This is not a drill. We got the dollar breaking down, melting down exactly as we expected. We said on the third time that it tested the support zone, it was going to break, and that's what we're seeing right now. The dollar is so far down 1.07% today. Bond yields down 3.17% today. For the Stargate VIPs who know the formula, if bond yields are down, if dollar is down, then Bitcoin should be up. But Bitcoin is staying flat today, so we got some confusion in the market at the moment. But nonetheless, this dollar breakdown is nothing to bat an eye over, that's for sure. So we're going to dive into all this today. What does it mean? And if you're new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. Let me know if you know. We've been calling for the dollar to break down, and that's what we're seeing today. So let's go into it. Bond yields right now tanking, absolutely tanking. We got rejected by that key level, the 786. So we take this high down to the low, and right at that 786, where did we get rejected? Right there, just like we did back in March. We had the sell warning and the sell now kicked in. So momentum is back to the downside for bond yields. Looking at the 1-day chart as well too, we're retesting some old resistance, now support. So I would like to see us break down a little bit further, break down below this trend line like that. And we're very close to doing it, but we have the momentum kicking down here. So I think we might. If we go into the dollar, the weekly chart, it's what we've been watching. We have the stock RSI officially do that 50 line. We definitely need to still wait for the weekly candle close, but very promising, very promising. We have a lot of momentum to the downside right now. If we go on the 3-day chart, you can see that set in stone. We're below the 50 line in the stock RSI. We have the TSI cross down and a huge red MACD bar coming in. So momentum's heading down. We have the blue crossing above the pink. So also, if we rewind the clocks back to July of 2020, the week of July 13th, we were testing this support for months. And then on July 13th, 2020, we broke it. We came down, we broke it. And it looks like we're doing the same thing here where July 13th, now 2023, we're coming down. We're actually breaking this level of support that we held for months. So these cycles line up, the time cycles. And yeah, we're seeing this momentum come down very hot. And we're seeing that blue on the weekly chart rise rapidly. It looks very similar to back July 2020. And that's what really marked the beginning of the crypto bull market and the meltdown of the dollar. When the dollar goes down, cryptos go up. We have some confusing signs today because Bitcoin's kind of flat, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to ultimately see out of nowhere cryptos start to pump here. Very promising signs. We're seeing the same things happen as we did back in July 2020. And then just a few months afterwards, we saw Bitcoin hit new all-time highs. So very, very good stuff over here. If we go to the 10-day chart, we're seeing cross downs. We're seeing the TSI go below the zero line. Same thing that we saw back in July 2020. Same thing that we saw back in July 2017, right? July seems to be the month where the dollar melts down. Must be that summer heat, but that's what we're seeing. We have the sell warning still. We do see the momentum's coming down. Let's go to the weekly chart. We have a sell tag coming in. We have the sell warning still. We have the momentum coming down. So we're very close to an alt season as well too. 2-week chart, we have sell warning on this candle that we have right now. This closes in 4 days. So it's looking very promising that we're about to see a huge alt season here pretty soon. Once we see that sell now come in, it's game on. 10-day chart, if we can see that sell now come in, it's game on. So that's what we're watching there. If we look at the 3-day chart, we already had the sell now. We just need to see that momentum kick us down. We need to just see this pull down just a bit, and then it can be off to the races for altcoins. If we look at a total crypto market cap, we go to the weekly chart. Total crypto market cap on the weekly chart is seeing a stock RSI cross up. We need to see us get through that 50 line on the upside, and we need to see that TSI officially cross up and the MACD flip green. So we're going to find that out at the end of this week in 4 days and 8 hours. We want to maintain above this level where we're at. I would like to see us stay above 1.15 trillion to maintain above these candle body closes here. So that's what I want to see there. And then ultimately, we need to come up and break from this high down to this low. We need to break 1.195 trillion. If we can do that, we're golden. So then let's go to the altcoins. So altcoins have a 5-day prepare to buy soon still. We need to see that cross up where we have the stock RSI cross up. We need to see the TSI cross up and the MACD. If we go to the weekly chart for the altcoins, we have that double bottom clearly, and we have this trend line coming down like this. and we're pressing up to it right now. And then we have this one coming up as support like that. So this is the week where we're going to see something happen as far as, are we going to get tricked out? The dollars is just going to reverse and pump back up, and then cryptos have a brief correction, or are we going to see the dollar continue to melt down and cryptos really start to fly? So let's go to the daily chart. Daily chart, we need to see that stock RSI cross up. We have it. On TSI, we need to see it start to go vertical. It's above the zero line, but we need to start to see some momentum kick in. We need to have it see it go vertical like this. I don't like to see it get hung up. So I want to see in the next 24 to 48 hours that start to happen. If we look at Bitcoin dominance, we go on the weekly chart. We have the sell warnings. We're seeing us get hung up at this 200 moving average just like last time. And when was that last time? That was December 2020, right before we had the sell now that kicked in. And then we went on a huge alt season. We've been talking about this for weeks now. So that's what we need to see. We need to see that 1 week sell now come in on Bitcoin dominance. We take a look at Bitcoin. We have the 12-hour chart, and we're waiting for that stock RSI cross up through the 50 line, which we have. But we also need to see that TSI cross up, and we're super close this morning, and then it kind of reverted, and we're seeing that MACD with a dark red come in. We need to see this just literally kick up like that. The MACD keep going white here and like kind of caving in, and a flip to green, and then we can skyrocket with Bitcoin. But for now, we're hung up. We're hung up right now. We're at the deciding moment. So in the next 12 to 24 hours, we're going to know if we're going to have a brief correction Bitcoin first before going, or we're out of nowhere just going to pop. But we have all the drivers, like the bond yields coming down, the dollar coming down, all those drivers that should act in crypto's favor right now. So we're just getting hung up right now. If we look at kind of some short-term support where we need to hold, if we pull down, we would need to hold 30K. I would say 30K because we have that 50 moving average coming up. It's likely the 786 from the low to the high here. Yep, right intact. Yeah, so 30K definitely need to hold first stop, and then 29.7K second stop. And then ultimately we break those, then we're going to come down to like 28.8, 28.5K. Then I would think that would be the bottom if we pull down. To the upside, we need to break above, so this high down to this low. We need to get above 31,100 and hold as support. If we can do that, then we're in for more upside. But we're above the zero line in the 12-hour TSI. We just need to see that cross up. Then we're good. You take a look at XRP. I believe we're very, very close to the moment. We're seeing similar patterns play out. Like this pattern, same thing as this pattern, same thing as this pattern. And we're on the third one. And like I was saying about the dollar, on the third tap, 1, 2, 3, we're going to break. I believe on the third tap or the third pattern for XRP is the one that breaks this critical resistance, and we're going to send it up. So we're very, very close to some fireworks here for July. We take this low to this high. If we pull down, 44 cents is the level to hold. And then worst case scenario, like 41, 40 cents if we have like a scam wick. But I think we could hold where we're at right now. And we would need to hold where we're at right now because we have this trend line coming up like this in the short term, like that, coinciding with the 786 from this low to this high. We've already tested it at 46 cents. So like in the short term, we would need to hold 46 cents if we're just going to rally from here. If we fall, we're going to test 44 to like 42 cents. Worst case scenario, we could go to 40 cents. But for right now, on the daily chart, we're getting ready to cross up. We're getting close. We need to see in the next 24 to 48 hours some follow through, some cross ups, because we don't want to see the MACD start to print bigger red candles here and for us to roll over. We want to see us cross up and start to make our way up above the zero line here. So that's what I'm watching there. But it's exciting times, man. Like I said, we're going to see the dollar tank. We've already seen it. We already made a new low for the year. We've been calling the dollar literally for the past almost 12 months now, 12 months to a T. So I'm feeling very confident going forward that we're going to be on top of it with the dollar, with cryptos. I mean, it's just crazy, the proof of receipts. So all I just need to see is the 12-hour cross up here for Bitcoin, and then the dollar maintain falling or stable where it's at even right now. And then these altcoins can really start to rally off here. But also XRP to Bitcoin on the right side over here, is retesting the 786 from this low to this high back down. It already held as support. Plus we tested the 786 on that micro trend. So I think we have, we could have the momentum right now, or we're at the critical time point where we could see XRP start to go. We're calling up tight between that resistance and that support trend line. It's got a couple days here. Remember, July 2021, we bottomed. July 2020, we bottomed. July 2022, we bottomed. So I think that July 2023 could be the start of our acceleration of this bull rally and this bull market that we're in. So that's what I'm thinking. You guys let me know in the comments what you're thinking. Are you on par with what I'm seeing, or are you not? Love to hear your guys' feedback and what you guys are thinking. So leave a comment, leave a like, share this with everybody, and come join the Discord. Link will be in the bio, and I'll see you guys in the next video.